Good evening and welcome to the May 12, 2015 regular meeting of Port Clinton City Council. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, the Lord's Prayer, and a moment of silence for our men and women serving overseas. Allegiance to
the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
You may be seated.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mike Snyder.
Present, and with me this evening is Logan Royster. Logan is a senior at Port Clinton High School, splitting duties between Port Clinton and Vanguard. He plans on attending Lincoln Tech in Indiana next year, and he's a percussionist in the band. I'll tell you a little bit about that a little bit later this evening. I'd like to introduce Logan Royster.
Yeah. Gabe Hilo.
Present, and sitting behind me is Jacob Johnson from Port Clinton High School.
Lisa Sardi. Present, and with me is Sierra Maggi. She's a junior at Port Clinton High School. Beth Gilman.
Present, and with me is Ebony Kleinhans. She's a junior at Port Clinton High School.
Jerry Trolley.
Present, and seated behind me is Trenton Williams. He's a junior. He's involved with football and baseball.
Nicole DeFrides.
Present, and with me is Avery Deckerman. He is a junior at Port Clinton High School, and he's involved in diving and cross country. And he also plays in the percussion in the band. And after graduation, he is going to be entering the Marines.
And Margaret Thorpe.
Present, and with me is Casey Swander, who is a junior, and she isn't quite sure what she wants to do next year after she does graduate, but she's starting out at Terra to decide what's next.
Thank you. And our president of council this evening is Megan Balance. And that's all I know about her. Oh, except that she's been the president of 4-H for the last. The chair notes that certification has been received regarding compliance with the rules of notification of this meeting, and we will now go to public comment. Mrs. Brigham. There is none. There is none this evening. We will now go to the mayor's report.
I'm Evelyn Gilman, I'm a junior at Port Clinton High School. On Thursday, April 30th, Senator Randy Gardner had a town hall meeting at the Idaho Public Library to discuss the state budget, and to listen and or give answers to any concerns. Afterwards, I was able to have a candid conversation with him concerning our water quality of Lake Erie, and more specific, the private sewer plants along Lakeshore Drive and other failed systems that pollute our watershed. He assured me that he would continue to bring attention to the ongoing problem with the care of our water quality within our watershed. I also met with the OCIC concerning their revolving loan fund and the brownfield redevelopment monies. This would encompass monies afforded to the city recently with regard to Waterworks Park, the downtown monies used for facade improvements. For those of you that were unable to attend the Jet Express Media Day event, I believe Mrs. DeFridas put on a wonderful event that was well attended and provided me the opportunity to speak to the greatness of Portland. So I would like to thank the Jet Express and most certainly Mrs. DeFridas for the privilege of being a part of the opening of the tourist season. A special thanks to all the people who came out for the cemetery cleanup and all their hard work in helping friends of the cemetery beautify our cemeteries. I was invited to the Port Clinton High School in Mr. Scaff's class last Thursday spend some time in the 11th grade class. This provides me to listen to our younger population and field some concerns or give answers to questions that are on their minds. This is something I have had the privilege of doing the past several years, and I always find it extremely impressive as to how much our youth is paying attention to what we do or what is not being done in the city. That's it, Madam President. Thank you. The auditor's report.
Thank you, Madam President. I just wanted to make note that I had sent out the month-end reports for April 2015 last week. If you do not receive those reports, please let me know. Thank you.
Treasurer's report.
Mrs. Hanson is not with us this evening, but you all have a copy of the treasurer's report from March 31st.
Law Director's report.
Nothing this time, Madam President.
Safety Service Director's report.
Thank you, Madam President. Just a couple quick things. As you've all seen, downtown is closed at Madison and 2nd Street. That should be open, it will be open for next weekend, for the Memorial Day weekend. The parade route is still going through that intersection to Perry Street to Jefferson and back. So that's the way the route's going to be. It's going to stay that way. We feel like that will be good enough shape to be able to walk through there. Veterans Day parade will be on Monday, and that will go up from starting at ICS, go up 4th Street to Monroe directly to Veterans Park. That should be no problem to get through that area right there. So bear with them downtown. We've got it blocked off for the protection of the citizens and the protection of the workers down there. So please be advised to be careful through the next week or so. Okay, with that? And that's a sewer line that's going through there right now. After they get through that, then they will close from Madison to Jefferson. And that'll be the next phase of where they're headed. So that's what's going on there. Guys are going to be busy next week. We start the setup for the Walleye Festival. So you'll see the fence going up and all the other things. And that group has done a wonderful job getting things going. So we'll give them a helping hand and get things going for the Walleye Festival. So have a safe Memorial Weekend. I don't think we meet before that. Thank you, Madam President.
Question? Mr. Colson, do you know what the plans are with high grass? Grass mowing season is upon us. Wait till after Memorial Day?
Please. If you see grass that's high, you know, our rule is 6 inches, please call City Hall. We'll come out there, we'll send them a letter, the protocol send a letter, they have 7 days to cut it. If they don't, then we cut it and we bill it. That protocol will stay in place. Right now, we're having a heck of a time keeping up with the grass that we have to mow. So we have to take care of the cemeteries and parks at this very second. And then we will get to that. But please call in and do that. The other thing that's been starting already is grass in the streets. We'll get on that again, but please do not put the grass in the streets. It's clogging up our sewers. It's causing flooding in the streets. So if you would be as kind to blow it back in your yard those first couple passes and then cut your grass, please. Thank you.
Police Chief report.
Chief Robert Hickman is currently out of town on a training. My name is Corbin Carter, I'm a Detective Sergeant. I'll break from his usual report. I would like to recognize, we also had a student counsel for Government Day today. Her name was Alex Bernard. She did a wonderful job, and upon leaving, we asked if she had an interest in law enforcement. She stated she didn't. It was too much paperwork. So she kind of got an idea of what we go through. Adding to that, the chief has been keeping up with posting on Facebook as to the construction and everything else that he usually throws up there for everybody to be informed of. If you've got any questions or anything, you can contact the police department or put a message up there for them. I would like to report that tomorrow we're going to have the Kiwanis Officer of the Year luncheon. They recognize a Portland police officer and a deputy sheriff every year. That will be tomorrow at noon. I'll leave the disclosure of who is the recipient for the chief at a later meeting. Tomorrow evening we also have a presentation at the high school regarding social media and the dangers and concerns. It is open to the public. This presentation has been sent out to Port Clinton City Schools, Danbury Schools, and Benton Carroll Salem Schools. So that's at 6 o'clock, and it's at the Performing Arts Center. Also, this week, Thursday, is the Ottawa County Police Memorial. It will be held at Elmore Library on Thursday, and that is at 11 o'clock. If anybody is available, more than welcome to attend. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Fire chief report.
Thank you, Madam President. Today, we had two representatives from the government class that hung out with the fire chief for a few hours, and it's pretty impressive to see the young kids, and I won't call you young kids, the young people taking an interest in the city government. They were very amazed at some of the things that we get into and the amount of training and things we do. One of the gentlemen that was with us, his father is a firefighter out in one of the townships, and it was pretty nice to have somebody that could relate to the things that we go through. Was very impressed with them. Over the past couple of weeks, we've experienced more motorcycle versus car MVAs than I wish that we have had. The summer, in our opinion, has come about 2 weeks early. I don't know how else to put it, but please watch out. We've had 3 of them in the past 7 days, and each one of them is getting more serious each time. There are more motorcycles out on the roads. Based on the nice weather, we were in the 80s the past few days. People are out there enjoying themselves, and each of the accidents was caused because the driver did not see them. You've got to look for them. So please be careful. We do have Bike Week coming up the weekend in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you think you see motorcycles out there now, wait till that weekend. Please, I don't want to do any more work than I have to those weekends. So watch out, please be careful. Thank you, Madam President.
Under correspondence this evening, we have from the Ohio Division of Liquor Control a notice to legislate authority. It's the BPOE, the Elks Lodge, 1718 231 Buckeye Boulevard. They're asking for a D5I permit. I need a motion. That's all they say. It's the Elks Lodge. I don't know if they're doing a change in leadership, but the person of contact is Heath Crump. D5I. Okay. And they're just asking for a different class of license. That's what you're saying?
I'd like to make a motion that we waive our right to object.
Have a motion to waive our right to object.
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Phillips. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Also under correspondence, I have a certification that Mr. Snyder attended the Sunshine Law training on April 17th. You have the auditor's report from April, which you received by email. The laws, rules, and ordinance committee meetings from 4/28. Finance Committee meetings of 4/29, and the Treasurer's report. Can I have a motion to accept the correspondence as stated?
I'll make a motion to accept.
Thank you, Mrs. Sardi. Could I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Bebo. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We will now go to readings of ordinances and resolutions. We have no third readings. We will go through the second readings. Will the clerk please read by title and summary? Ordinance 09-15.
Ordinance 09-15, an ordinance amending ordinance number 03-15 of the City of Port Clinton and adjusting accounts within the City of Port Clinton.
Does council wish to take any action this evening on ordinance 09-15? Seeing none, we will move that for its third reading to the May 26th meeting. Will the clerk please read by title and summary only ordinance 10-15?
Ordinance 10-15, an ordinance vacating the east-west alley between blocks 1 and 2 of a Couchier's addition in the City of Port Clinton.
Does council wish to take any action this evening on ordinance 10-15? Seeing none, we will also move that for its third reading to the May 26th meeting. We have under new readings of ordinances and resolutions, we have resolution 15-03. Would the clerk please read that by title and summary only?
Resolution 15-03, a resolution to appropriate funds for the purpose of decoration of graves, conducting memorial services, and otherwise engaging in activities appropriate for the celebration of Memorial Day 2015.
Does council wish to take any action this evening on Resolution 15-03? Mr. Snyder.
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to make a motion that we waive the 3 required readings on the resolution.
I have a motion to waive the 3 required readings on Resolution 15-03. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Tiroli. Any discussion? Would the clerk please call the roll?
Margaret Phillips?
Yes.
Mike Snyder?
Yes.
Dakota Freitas?
Yes.
Gabe Velo?
Yes.
Jerry Tiroli?
Yes.
Lisa Sardi?
Yes.
Beth Gilman?
Yes.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any further action on Resolution 15-03? Mr. Snyder.
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to make a motion that we adopt the resolution.
I have a motion to adopt Resolution 15-03. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mrs. DeFreitas. Any discussion? Mr. Snyder.
Thank you, Madam President. This resolution, or the funds associated with that, are something that we budgeted for with the original budget back in January, and I strongly support it. Hope everybody else is doing this too. Thank you.
Thank you. It's also a time-sensitive issue because we will not meet again before Memorial Day. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mike Snyder?
Yes.
Lisa Sardi?
Yes.
Jerry Tiroli?
Yes.
Dakota Freitas?
Yes.
Margaret Phillips?
Yes.
Gabe Velo?
Yes.
Beth Gilman?
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution 15-03 has now passed. Business from the floor.
Mr. Snyder.
Thank you, Madam President. I have nothing this evening, but my cohort does. Oh, you want the microphone?
This Friday, the drawing for the 4th of July raffle. Although this has been the single most successful fundraising activity this committee has ever undertaken, there are still over 200 raffle tickets to be sold. Yes, the other activities will continue. However, without the sellout of this raffle, we will not be able to fund the fireworks display of the 4th of July. Contact Mike Snyder, Debbie Tester, Dennis Tester, Kim Sedlak, Dennis Pato, Tom Johnson for raffle tickets. Again, the drawing is this Friday, May 15th. The raffle tickets cost $20 each, 3 for $40. The Sousa concert this Saturday at 7 p.m. in the high school PAC. If you have not been there before, you know how amazing. If you have been there before, you know how amazing it is. If you have not been there, get there.
And he's playing.
I am. For those classmates of mine that have not completed their assignment for Mr. Scaff, there will be a finance committee next Tuesday, May 18th, 6:30 p.m. here at City Hall. Ordinance 915 was read for the second time this evening. The finance committee met and reviewed this piece of legislation and is unanimously recommending that we adopt it after the 3rd reading in 2 weeks. At this time, Mr. Snyder is passing around photos of his new granddaughter, Layla. Born last Thursday.
Thank you, Madam President. Anything else you want to add?
Y'all better come to the concert. It's very important to us. I might cry.
Mr. Velo.
Thank you, Madam President. Last week at the Planning and Development Committee meeting, we met with the auditor and the mayor to talk about grant pursuit by the city. And we understand that there's an upcoming June 1st deadline for a CDBG allocation grant through the Ohio Development Service Agency in a total of $50,000. And my counterpart has the rest of my prepared remarks.
The grant dollars, if awarded, would go toward landscaping improvement on Madison Street. I would encourage the full council to adopt the ordinance on its first reading in the meeting.
There we go. Thank you, Madam President.
Mrs. Sardi.
Well, my counterpart has decided I can read tonight, so, which I don't have much. I just don't want to take away from Jerry, but thank you everyone for showing up for the cemetery cleanup. It was a great turnout. The kids did a great job, so thank you for all that came. And I don't know if you've been by the West End Park, but they planted the grass and the pavilion is finished, so hopefully we move it forward and get some playground equipment. Thank you. That's all.
Mrs. Gilman.
Nothing, Madam President.
Mr. Commissioner Trolley.
Good job.
Emergency services meeting will be held May 19th at 5:30 here at City Hall.
Mrs. Frias.
A infrastructure committee meeting will be Tuesday at 5:30 here at City Hall.
That is all we have tonight, Madam President.
Ms. Phillips.
My counterpart. For those who have not completed Mr. Scaff's task, the Laws, Rules, and Ordinance Committee will meet 2 weeks from tonight at 6:30 in the conference room.
Yes, because it is procrastination season. And you'll only have one meeting after this one to get it done, unless you go to one of the committee meetings.
With no further business, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Mr. Snyder.
Thank you very much, Madam President. I move this august body adjourn. And thank you, kids, for coming.
Thank you.
I'll take a second.
I'll take a second.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Mrs. Frias.